Good morning and welcome to Blackberry Ridge. Okay, new drama on the home front, on the homestead. Yesterday I came out and I opened up my chicken door and all my chickens came out. Then I waited till the rooster came out and then I went in and I checked for eggs. Had gone over to where the baby peeps are and had checked on them, given them food and water, fed the rabbits. And then I had come across here and was walking through here. I got up here to about where my driveway forks into where the round part goes around the house into the main part. I got right about here when Revenge, the rooster, came and attacked me. Viciously attacked me. He came on me at least 20 times with me kicking him, me hitting him, me doing everything that I could to try to get him off of me, and I could not get him off of me. I was finally able, when he flew up at one point to get me again, I was able to grab hold of one of his wings. So here I am now, holding this crazy rooster by a wing while it's thrashing around, and he's big. He's thrashing around and he's trying to get me, and I'm going, oh, what am I going to do with him now? Well, I have underneath this mess here where I keep some firewood, underneath Ambria's porch, I had been pulling out some rabbit cages, and so I went and I grabbed up a rabbit cage and I threw him into the rabbit cage. So he's been here since yesterday. And Revenge has got to go. There's no way that I could have him on my homestead knowing that he could come and he could attack my daughter. And since Ambria is in a wheelchair, I can't take the chance of him coming after her and doing something, hurting her really bad. I mean, I have gashes in my legs where he came after me, and I think it was his claws that got me. So Revenge has got to go. I was going to go ahead and call him this morning, but I decided to go ahead and do a video first, because there's something that I want to discuss with you. We'll turn this into a teaching moment. Before we got animals, Ambria and I sat down and we made a decision that at any time, if we have an animal, no matter how we feel about that animal, that becomes vicious or aggressive and is a threat to either me or her or one of our other animals, then that animal has to go. It has to be culled. As Jay Knowles says, it has to go to freezer camp. And we have had to do this before with a couple other roosters that have gone rogue. And we had a dog that Ambria just loved that played to death 17 of our chickens. And she was the one who made the decision that Buddy had to go. Of course, we didn't call him. We found him a really good home, and so he's in sort of doggy heaven right now. I mean, not heaven. He's sitting on about 25 acres with a family, having a good old time. Because he was a really smart dog. He was wonderful. We had taught him sign language for his commands. I mean, he was a wonderful dog. But we couldn't take the chance of him killing more of our chickens or getting hold of one of our baby goats and playing one of our baby goats to death. So Buddy had to go to a new home. When you get animals, you need to make a decision. What are you going to do if one of them becomes vicious? And how are you going to take care of it? My situation right now, and this is why this rooster's still sitting in here. First of all, he is big. He's huge. Is the reason he's still sitting in this cage is because, honestly, I'm afraid to put my hands in there. Now, I did talk to Bill or actually was texting last night with Bill from Bill and Rose's Off Grid. And he came up with the idea of me using a towel to wrap a towel around him and see if I could get hold of him that way with a towel. And of course, long sleeves, gloves, all that type of thing, because he's going to come out of there like a hornet coming out of a riled up nest. There's no doubt in my mind. This is the first time in 24 hours that he hasn't railed against the cage trying to get to me. He has bent the edges of the cage over here. If you can see, this is separated right through here. So that's separated, where he has hit the cage so hard so many times, and it's separated right there too. But he has hit the cage so many times so hard trying to get out and trying to get to me that he has actually bent that part of the cage. Just to let you all know, he is being treated very humanely. He does have water. He did have food. So he is being treated very humanely. He's not happy that he's not with his harem. And I'm not happy that he's not with his harem. But the decision is made. Revenge must go. So he will be made into chicken pot pie or chicken and dumplings or something. And Ambria wants to save part of his feathers. Okay, so as I said, lots of drama always happening on Blackberry Ridge. And when you have a homestead, drama is going to happen. It is not all ice cream and cake. There's a lot of sweat and decisions and drama sometimes that happens. So anyway, we got, just let's pan over here. We've got Annie sitting there. And Annie's like going, what's going on? Why is the chicken in a cage? Oh, God bless her, Annie. She's such a good guardian donkey. All right. So make a decision when you get an animal. What are you going to do with them? How are you going to deal with aggressive animals? And do you have a good recipe for chicken and dumplings? As always, God bless America. Pray for our country. And say goodbye to revenge.